For his own brand event, in the city built to showcase him, Xiao Zhan was advised not to go inside. That is not a rumor. It is what happened on August 19, 2026, when Xiao Zhan appeared at K11 MUSEA in Hong Kong as the global brand ambassador for YSL Beauty. The mall he was there to promote eventually had to close its doors, and organizers reportedly told the star himself to stay out for safety. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and before we get to the photos everyone has already seen, we need to look at the detail almost nobody is talking about. Here is what the surface story looks like. Xiao Zhan's studio released a set of images captioned "Long Time No See," showing him in a fitted black Saint Laurent suit from the brand's winter menswear line, posed against a corridor and a Victoria Harbour backdrop. Sohu Entertainment, Beijing Time, and a wave of fan accounts followed with additional high-resolution and unedited shots. The hashtag tied to the event reportedly climbed to number 20 on Weibo's global trending list, and into the top 3 in Hong Kong and Thailand. On paper, this reads like a clean, successful brand activation. But the turnout tells a different story than the photos do. Fans reportedly began gathering at K11 MUSEA from 7 in the morning, and some had been in line since the night before, well ahead of an evening event on a weekday. Coverage from Hong Kong outlets described the surrounding streets as emptied out, with the mall itself overwhelmed. The scale was large enough that nearby subway exits reportedly had to redirect foot traffic, and the mall temporarily closed. That is the point where organizers reportedly advised Xiao Zhan not to enter the building his own appearance was meant to fill. So the anomaly is this: the same demand that made the event a marketing success is what kept its central figure from the venue. That is worth sitting with for a moment, because it is not how these events are supposed to work. Before going further, it helps to place this appearance inside a pattern. This was not Xiao Zhan's first high-visibility public moment in 2026. At the Magnolia Awards on June 26, unedited photos of him wearing a dark red ring circulated widely and were described by fans as especially striking. At a university student film festival on May 3, an outfit choice sparked discussion online. At a Nars brand event in Shanghai in late March, live photos from the event were again widely shared and commented on. Individually, none of these are unusual for a working actor with multiple ambassador roles. Together, they point to something more specific: the recurring cycle where unedited, fan-captured or studio-released images consistently outperform produced campaign content in reach and conversation. That is not proof of an industry-wide rule, but it is a pattern specific enough to this case that it is worth naming. That pattern matters here because it changes how we should read the Hong Kong turnout. This wasn't simply a large local crowd responding to one appearance. The trending numbers in Thailand alongside Hong Kong suggest an audience that follows Xiao Zhan's public appearances across borders and reacts in near real time, regardless of where the event physically takes place. For a beauty brand running a regional or global ambassador strategy, that cross-border responsiveness is close to the ideal outcome of the marketing spend. It also means the brand and the venue are, in effect, planning for an audience size that extends well past whatever local attendance projections a single mall appearance would normally assume. It also raises a fair question about how a single storefront-style appearance is supposed to accommodate an audience that size in the first place. K11 MUSEA is a shopping mall, not a stadium or an outdoor plaza built for crowd control at scale. Luxury and beauty brands have leaned on mall activations for years because they combine foot traffic, retail proximity, and a controlled indoor setting. That format works reasonably well when the draw is a product launch or a modest meet and greet. It becomes considerably harder to manage when the draw is a star whose fan base can mobilize across 3 markets on a weekday morning. The venue choice itself, in hindsight, looks less like a mismatch in planning and more like a format that has not yet caught up to the size of the audience some C-ent ambassadors can now bring with them. That gap between projection and reality is where the safety measures come in, and this is where the story moves past a simple "the brand event goes viral" narrative. According to accounts from the event, Xiao Zhan said he had been checking the weather forecast for several days beforehand, concerned that rain would leave waiting fans exposed, and said he felt relief when the weather held. Staff reportedly relayed a simple instruction to the crowd throughout the day: drink more water. Because of Hong Kong's summer heat, water cooling patches, and oral rehydration solution were reportedly provided for fans on-site, along with portable air conditioning units and sun shelters, described as having been personally paid for by Xiao Zhan. None of this cancels out the crowd control problem. If anything, it confirms how real the problem was. You do not deploy portable air conditioning and rehydration supplies at a routine mall appearance. Those measures exist because organizers anticipated, correctly, that the number of people showing up would exceed what a single indoor venue in Tsim Sha Tsui could comfortably hold. In that sense, the hospitality gestures and the decision to keep the ambassador outside the mall are not two separate stories. They are the same story, viewed from different angles. One is about managing a crowd that arrived. The other is about managing a person who could not enter because that crowd was too large to guarantee his safety inside. There is also a smaller detail worth noting here, mostly because of how ordinary it is. When Xiao Zhan eventually left the area by car, he reportedly rolled down the window to wave at fans still waiting outside. It is a small gesture, and on its own it would not carry much weight. But placed next to everything else from that day, it fits a consistent pattern rather than standing apart from it, a public-facing response to an audience that had shown up in numbers well beyond what the format anticipated. Whether that gesture was planned or spontaneous is not something the available footage can settle, and it would be a mistake to read more into it than the evidence supports. What can be said is that it was consistent with the rest of the day's messaging, from the on-site reminders to drink water to the brief remarks made on stage. This is where the event becomes more than a single celebrity appearance, without needing to stretch into a claim about the entire entertainment industry. What this case illustrates, narrowly, is a tension that grows as international ambassador deals scale up for C-ent stars with cross-border fan bases. The appearance itself is the product, but the appearance also becomes the liability the moment attendance outpaces the venue built to contain it. A single mall in Tsim Sha Tsui was never going to be large enough for an audience that spans Hong Kong, mainland China, and Southeast Asia. That is not a criticism of any one brand's planning. It is closer to a structural reality that comes with the size of Xiao Zhan's current international reach. It is worth being precise about what this one event does and does not establish. It does not prove that every C-ent brand ambassadorship is headed toward the same kind of turnout, and it would be a stretch to treat one mall closure in Hong Kong as evidence of a broader crisis in how the industry manages public appearances. What it does show, in this specific case, is that the gap between a brand's expected regional draw and an artist's actual cross-border pull can widen faster than venue planning accounts for. Beauty and luxury brands have built their ambassador strategies around exactly this kind of star power because it delivers outsized attention relative to cost. The same appeal that makes the partnership valuable is what makes it difficult to contain inside a shopping mall on a weekday morning. By the time Xiao Zhan spoke on stage, briefly noting that the atmosphere felt like the sky itself had been dyed red by the crowd's red clothing and light boards, the framing of the event had already shifted twice. It started as a fashion moment, became a story about scale and safety, and then folded back into something closer to a logistics case study in what it now costs, practically, to stage a live appearance for a star at this level of cross-border visibility. Which brings the story back to where it started. The advisory to keep Xiao Zhan out of his own event venue was not a footnote to an otherwise straightforward brand appearance. It was the clearest evidence available that the appearance had outgrown its original format. The photos, the hashtag rankings, and the red-clad crowd all point to a successful campaign. The mall closure and the safety advisory point to the cost of that same success. Both are true at once, and neither cancels the other out. That, more than any single image from the day, is the part of this story worth remembering. If you like entertainment stories that go beyond the headline, the kind that look for the quiet signals most coverage misses, Rabbit News Hallyu was built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just updates.